All right, what's up, Jared? How's it going, man? We are finally
We're
back
live.
live again with our Geyser Point Perspective show. Thank you so much for pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and get me to pull this together, man. It's good to be broadcasting again.
Since mats are off, we're back on camera. It's gonna be great. We're both going same time
Right?
again.
Yeah, it only took us about 2 hours here to get everything set up, and definitely anticipating zero viewers right now because zero live viewers because we're transitioning over to our new YouTube channel, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, which is going to be more about probably people viewing it post show rather than during the show until we at least get it built up. But that's kind of what we're doing now is we wanted to get our show started and we wanted to talk just a little bit to make sure that we can get everything connected technology wise and all. So but we're bringing back our Geyser Point Perspective show that we've. How long has it been since we broadcast? Maybe 6 or 8 months.
It has to be. It
Yeah.
has to be. Has to be. But I think we talked it out, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be more condensed than last time around. The
Right.
long layoffs, I think, taught us to change our ways. So we'll be
Exactly.
okay.
Right. So, like I said, this is just our Hello World introductory. It's a just to kind of prove out our new technology and everything. We're going to introduce the show and talk about what's to come, and then maybe even a little bit later tonight, we've got some of our content ready, and we might do our first full-on show if everything goes well here. All right, so this is just our family-friendly show covering all things Disney Vacation Club and Disney, uniquely from the perspective of us two, who are Copper Creek owners and Disney Vacation Club members. And we initiated this show several years back, maybe 2 years back, and at that time we were doing it exclusively in our Facebook group, which worked out well. We got some good interaction there. What I didn't like about it is we didn't have any good like archives of the show. It wasn't easy to kind of go back and see the old content. You could find it, but you'd literally just have to dig through a lot of stuff to see it. This way, because we're transitioning over to YouTube now, people can basically use this as like a podcast type format. Also, by going directly into YouTube, they can watch the show or they can just listen to it back. So I'm hoping that we get to the point where we build it up in YouTube to where we have the same interaction that we were having when we were able to broadcast directly into our Facebook group, because we would get, it wasn't a huge show, but still we would get 20 or 30 people in there watching along, and that was a lot of fun with the interactions, right?
Yeah, that was great. We did have a little bit of a following back when we stopped doing this, but I agree. Once it came down the old timeline, it got to the point where we lost it. Like I said, I think our formatting is going to be a little bit better. We're going to have topics. We're going to have pros, cons, best, worst. What would we do again? What would we not do again? Guys, we're to the point we go 2-3 times a year. We've gotten too much experience.
Experts, but we're not novices anymore, right, Jarrett? Yeah.
Right.
So I'll share real quick. That's kind of what you were getting into there. Well, also I'll say about YouTube is it gives us a broader reach, right? So we can get more than just, even though our group is pretty exclusive because our group is made up only of other people who are owners at Copper Creek, which is Disney's one of Disney Vacation Club properties. I'm excited to talk about all of that over time, but that's a little bit of a limited reach. This way, out on YouTube broadly, maybe people want to kind of listen in and participate with our resort reviews and things like that we'll provide over time. But you were getting into that list, so let me go ahead and share it. Again, we are pretty wide open on this, but we're going to talk about for example, some of the best dining experiences we've had at Disney. We're going to talk about underrated attractions, some of our best days ever, family traditions, resort overviews. We'll get into some of the DVC ownership. And also, of course, like always, take suggestions from other subscribers.
Which this year, the upcoming things with the 50 years should be a big deal. We just got news today, but yeah, you and I have been doing this long enough where we have our favorites, we have our family traditions, we have the places where we say to each other, "No way in hell I'm ever going to do that again." Right. And we'll talk about them all. And we'll we'll see what kind of feedback we get. We should,
Yeah,
it
and
should be
over
good.
time, we've already talked about improving the production quality of the show and all, but right now we're just happy to be able to get some content out there. Like I said, this is our introductory, so hope that you're excited to listen into some of the content. And later, our very first show is going to be on Old Key West, because Jarrett recently stayed at Old Key West, and I'll be staying there in a couple weeks. So I'm excited about that trip. We kind of wanted this to just kind of be short and informal, almost like I'm having a conversation with a friend that recently went to the resort and experienced the resort that I'm going to stay at next, and then hopefully others can kind of learn from that. And also, like I said, as we build that live audience and interaction, then hopefully they can contribute and provide some tips and recommendations as well. But it's good to be out there, and look forward to all the shows. Thank you for listening, and we'll have some more content soon.
Very soon.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Derek. Talk soon.
Yep.